Hey y'all, it's Cam again. So this is a document or news article from Newsweek as well. But anyway, his Jeffrey Epstein list is in full as dozens of names are revealed. This is from January 3rd of 2024, and then it was updated January 6th of 2024. And then notable names revealed in Jeffrey Epstein's list by Gabe Wisnant, breaking news editor. It says, after weeks of speculation and anticipation, many of the names of former associates, employees, friends, and victims of deceased sex offender Epstein have been released. The names were unsealed from a lawsuit filed by Virginia Giuffre, an alleged trafficking victim, against British socialite Ghislaine Maxwell. Epstein's former girlfriend, Maxwell, 61, is serving a 20-year sentence after she was convicted in December of 2021 of helping Epstein recruit and sexually abuse underage girls. Many of those whose names appear in the documents released Wednesday aren't accused of wrongdoing or have been mentioned or have been mentioned previously in legal proceedings or news accounts. The documents released Wednesday are not an Epstein client list. Okay. So in December, U.S. District Judge Loretta Preska found no legal justification for continuing to withhold the names of as many as 175 individuals allegedly connected with Epstein, ordering the unsealing to begin from January 1st. Gross. Okay, left to right, Deborah Blom, Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, Gwendolyn Beck at a party at the Mar-a-Lago Club, Palm Beach, Florida in 1995. The names of former associates and victims of deceased sex offender. Anyway, it says here's the contents of the documents released Wednesday in Giuffre versus Maxwell by the Southern District of New York. Nearly 90 names were included in the documents, with 4 redacted. Ghislaine Maxwell, Virginia Lee Roberts Giuffre, Kathy Alexander, Miles Alexander, James Michael Ostrich, I guess, Philip Barden, redacted, Kate Blanchett, David Boyce, Laura Booth, Evelyn Ballett, I don't know, Rebecca Boylan, Joshua Bunner, Naomi Campbell, Carolyn Casey, Paul Castle, Sharon Churcher, Bill Clinton, David Copperfield, Alexander Cousteau, I guess maybe, or Alexandra Cousteau, excuse me, Cameron Diaz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Alan Dershowitz, Dr. Mona Devanison, whatever, redacted, Bradley Edwards, Amanda Ellison, I don't know if that's Kimberly or Kimberly. Anyway, Espinosa, Jeffrey Epstein, Amy Farmer, Marie Farmer, Alexandra Fakai, Crystal Figueroa, Anthony Figueroa, Louise Free, Eric Ganny, Meg Garvin, Sheridan Gibson Butte, Robert Giuffre, Al Gore, Ross Gow, Fred Graff, Philip Guderian, I don't know, redacted, Shannon Harrison, Stephen Hawking, Victoria Hazel, Brittany Henderson, Brett Jaff, Michael Jackson, Carol Roberts, Dr. Karen Kutikoff, I don't know, Kutikoff, Peter Listerman, George Lucas, Tony Lyons, Bob Meister, Jamie A. Melanson, Lynn Miller, Marvin Minsky, redacted, David Mullen, Joe Pagano, Mary Paluga, J. Stanley Pottinger, Joseph Ricari, that was a police officer, Michael Reeder, Jason Richards, Bill Richardson, Sky Roberts, Scott Rothstein, Forrest Sawyer, Doug Shotel, Kevin Spacey, Cecilia Stein, Mark Tafoya, Brent Tyndall, Kevin Thompson, Donald Trump, Ed Tuttle, Emma Vaughn, Kimberly Vaughn Edwards, Crescenda Valdez, Anthony Valadares, Maritza Vasquez, Vicky Ward, Jared Weisfield, Courtney Wild, Bruce Willis, Daniel Wilson, and then Andrew Albert Christian Edwards, the Duke of York. So I don't know why he was way down at the bottom, but in that Prince Andrew, oh, I guess, yeah, the former prince. Okay. So, what to know about the release of this trove of Jeffrey Epstein related documents? Presca's order on December 18th noted that unsealing is justified due to no interests that outweigh the presumption of access to the documents. Some portions of the records will remain confidential, including those identifying people who were children when they were sexually abused by Epstein, who took his own life in August of 2019 in a federal prison in Manhattan as he awaited trial on sex trafficking charges. Prescott gave lawyers for each of the people named the opportunity to review the files before they were unsealed and argue in favor of keeping them out of the public view. One woman, Doe 107, whose name appears in the records, has been given 30 more days to make arguments to the court as to why her name should stay redacted. On Wednesday, it was announced a second inquiry by Doe 110 is currently under review by the court. The release of the documents has fueled misinformation this week after a crack by New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers made Tuesday on Epstein, or excuse me, on ESPN's The Pat McAfee Show. So social media users falsely claim that late night host Jimmy Kimmel's name might appear in the documents. Kimmel said in a response on X that he had never met Epstein and that Rodgers' reckless words put my family in danger. Keep it up and we will debate the facts further in court, Kimmel wrote. A host of prominent figures have been linked to Epstein and Maxwell, including Prince Andrew and former presidents Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Giuffre alleges that Maxwell arranged for the then 17-year-old to have sex with Epstein and other prominent men, including Prince Andrew. The British royal has denied the allegations and settled with Giuffre out of court. No. Giuffre also alleges she was directed to have sex with former Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell. Oh, for some reason, the first time I looked at that, I thought it said Mitch McConnell. I was like, ew. Anyway, the late fashion and modeling director, Jean-Luc Brunel, billionaire hedge fund manager Glenn Dubin, and then the then governor of New Mexico, Bill Richardson. Bloomberg reported in August of 2019 that Richardson, who passed away in September of 2023, said he had never met Giuffre. The outlet reported that he called the allegations completely false and said that during his limited interactions with Epstein, he'd never seen him in the presence of underage girls. In the same article, Mitchell told Bloomberg in a statement that the allegation is false. He said he never spoke with, or had contact with Giuffre, or knew of or suspected that Epstein had inappropriate conduct with underage girls. Dubin and his wife Eva called the allegations demonstrably false and defamatory. In an emailed statement to Bloomberg, also in August of 2019, a spokeswoman added the Dubins have flat records and other evidence that definitively disprove that any such events occurred. Newsweek has contacted Mitchell via email for comment. Clinton has maintained that he did not have any contacts. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Remember that. Clinton has maintained that he did not have any contact with Epstein after he was accused of sex crimes and never visited the private island of Little St. James in the U.S. Virgin Islands. There's no indication that the sealed records contain signs of any wrongdoing on Clinton's part. A spokesperson for the former president previously reiterated his July 2019 statement to Newsweek. President Clinton knows nothing about the terrible crimes Jeffrey Epstein pleaded guilty to in Florida some years ago, or those with which he has been recently charged in New York. The statement confirmed Clinton had flown on Epstein's plane along with his staff and added, he has not spoken to Epstein in well over a decade and he has never been to Little St. James Island. During Maxwell's 2021 trial, it was revealed that Trump had flown several times on Epstein's jet, dubbed the Lolita Express, in the 1990s, and you can read the Jeffrey Epstein documents in full or click here. So, I mean, it's whatever. I don't see any problem because we're not getting information, but I'm going to eventually go through this document. I'm still going through the, what is that thing that the deposition? Yeah, the Virginia Giuffre. Well, it's Maxwell on there, but her deposition. So anyway, I will talk to y'all later. Have a good afternoon. Bye.